Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna talk about things that you shouldn't do in specific countries. If you go to Australia, please don't bring fruits into the country. You're simply not gonna be allowed to, since you might bring diseases into Australia and they don't really like that. If you're from Denmark, please don't drive through red lights. I mean, it should be in any country, but in Denmark specifically, even with a bicycle, you are not allowed to drive on red lights. And the fines are just insane, so watch out. If you're going to Finland, please don't be noisy at night in residential areas. People in Finland utterly dislike noise, so yeah, please don't do that. In Greece and Italy specifically, don't damage or remove ancient artifacts. They are so important for the history of the country, and if you do any of that, you'll spend time in prison. If you're going to Iceland and you have a car, don't drive off-road. You're either gonna end up in a rock. You know Iceland has a lot of volcanoes. Well, you can end up in one of them if you drive off-road, so guys, please respect the law. If you're visiting India, please don't possess any beef. Cows are really important in India, and if you possess beef, that means you just show discrimination towards cows. So yeah, you do not do that there. Also, you shouldn't wear shoes inside a temple, and you shouldn't diss cricket, because if you're gonna do that, oh my god, the whole comments are gonna be filled with people saying you're wrong. I have a lot of fans from Indonesia. And well, if you go to Indonesia, please don't play any card games, especially in public places. And one more thing is that you should never underestimate how spicy a meal can be. When it is said a meal is spicy, it will for real burn your tongue. So watch out. If you're visiting Italy, because I know Italy is one of the most visited countries in Europe, I visited it myself. If you go to Venice, don't feed the pigeons. You're gonna earn yourself a fine if you do so. Please don't ride any bikes because the road is so narrow and you can end up in a canal. And don't swim in the canals. Instead, you can just go to a nearby suburb like Mestre and do all of that. You can do it anywhere, and I can say that from my own experience. If you're in Ireland, don't buy or sell alcohol on Good Friday or Christmas. Also, don't call an Irish person a Scotch or confuse Ireland with Scotland. Everyone in Ireland hates that. If you're from Japan, don't enter someone's house with shoes on. Also, please don't make any phone calls in a train, or at least if you're forced to, keep it quiet. People in Japan find loudness in public places something rude. So yeah, you better not do that. If you choose Malaysia, don't leave the house without an umbrella. In Malaysia, it's usually pouring down. Additionally, make sure to not ride an unmetered taxi, especially after exiting the airport, since they'll probably just scam you. If you're in Mexico, don't forget to bring your earplugs, since Mexico is so loud. Trucks are blasting ads. Even on a bus, they're blasting a movie at full volume. Also, don't drink the tap water since it's pretty unhealthy, and don't forget to tip whenever you leave a restaurant. Now, if you're gonna go to Netherlands, like I will in 1 year, then please don't damage tulips or other flowers. Also, you don't need to rent a car, especially in Amsterdam, since the roads are so narrow, there's no logic in renting a car, as you can just rent a bike at a much cheaper price. Also, don't be late. Dutch people are direct, and if you're not on time, they'll just leave. If you're gonna visit New Zealand, then please don't bring any food, plants, or animals inside the country. And yes, I mean any food, starting from a banana to an apple. The fines can go to $400. Additionally, please don't mention Australia. Natives are so tired of tourists thinking that this is a second Australia. If you're crazy and want to go to North Korea, please don't criticize the government. Also, please don't call it North Korea once you're there, but just call it Democratic People's Republic of Korea. That's how they call it, and that's how they want everyone to call it. Also, don't take the wrong photographs. Yeah, you know the reason why. Now for Russia, if you go to Russia, don't talk about Ukraine in public places. Seriously, don't sit by the corner of the table as Russians believe that staying at the corner of a table will never bring you a husband or a wife. Never shake hands with gloves on, as it is considered impolite. Also, don't argue with Russian babushki. Please just smile and agree, unless you wanna end up like this video. A lot of you guys want to visit Singapore. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I also wanna visit Singapore. Well, if you go to Singapore, please don't litter, vandalize, or chew gum. Yeah, you're not allowed to chew gum. Don't tip restaurants, and don't connect to unsecured networks. Don't point your fingers at someone, and remember to flush the toilet, as if you don't do that, you might earn yourself a fine. Now, Switzerland, also a country I would like to visit. It has some interesting rules. You don't need to wash your car on Sundays because all of the car washes are gonna be closed. Similarly to Japan, don't talk loudly on a train or in restaurants. Don't go shopping on Sundays because they're all closed, and avoid going on Saturdays because that's when everyone's going. So pretty much for Swiss people, Sunday is the day that everything is closed. That is very interesting. Egypt. Don't climb the pyramids. Don't be like this woman. Always tip. It's a part of their culture. India. Don't fly a kite without a permit. You better not bring it, or you might be surprised of a potential fine. Iran. If you're a man, you better not wear shorts in public. It's kind of illegal in their law. Kenya. You are not allowed to have a plastic bag. That's insane, by the way. Norway. Don't die in Svalbard. Seriously. Thailand. Don't step on money. Don't touch people's heads. Don't trust the taxi drivers. And don't say a straight no. Instead, be more polite. If you're going to United Arab Emirates, please don't swear and don't show the middle finger. In Argentina, don't refuse a drink from someone or you'll risk offending them. Don't wear expensive jewelry in public. In England, don't cut in line while queuing. In London, never make eye contact. They will feel very awkward. If you're going to Portugal, never be in a hurry and don't address people you don't know as tu instead of vos. In Greece, don't make an OK sign with your fingers as it signifies something else. If you're going to Bangladesh, don't eat with your left hand or show the soles of your feet. Cambodia. Don't enter temples with bare arms, shorts, or hats. And finally, USA. Don't wear these red hats with Make America Great Again. Don't ignore the no trespassing sign. Remember, this is America, baby. Don't think the price marked on the shelf is the money you'll spend. There are also taxes to be paid. Don't sit around for hours in a restaurant after eating. They're not gonna like you. And never and ever bribe anyone in America. And with that, we came to an end. Thank you guys for watching today's video. And remember, you can always check my other videos which are visible on the screen. Thanks for watching.